Okay, so this is my lesson plan. Was a bit blocked by this. Anyway, I keep it to the timing lah. Okay, the first one was about the concept lah. Okay, I think Mr. Lim, like you, if I talk too much about the hand-on mobile application, maybe it's too easy for you lah, but doesn't matter lah. I talk a little bit about customer service lah, concept on this end lah. Okay, so this is take about 15 minutes lah. So now it's already what time already? Already take quite some time. Okay, let's look at the schedule that I'm going to put for you all lah. Okay, as the concept will be on this lah. Thinking, design thinking. This is all about customer service lah. But when we talk about customer service, because when we design a program, very important thing is that we have to talk about the user, right? And also the customer. So let's go through a little bit about thinking in this concept first before we actually do the program. So this 4 concept is very important when you design a program. So later we'll hand on the program, but just spend about 10 or 15 minutes on this design, thinking, customer journey mapping, and also customer intimacy, and also so-called API. So API, basically speaking, is joining 2 programs together and make it one, so that you don't have to go to the coding all over again. Okay, so I have prepared quite a lot of things here, but then times are quite limited. So let's go straight into. So when we talk about design thinking, why we talk about design thinking? Because before we design something, we need to use this kind of modern thinking. So these are very popular, and we're talking about design thinking. The first thing is the define. What do you mean by define? When we define, we talk about research lah, we talk about observation, we talk about getting the customer value, and we also talk about empathy. So here is very important. We talk about people here. This is a people. This is a business, and this is the technology. All this must work together. Otherwise, your program itself won't be useful to the user. Also, if you are become expert, then to your customer. So you need to find out the value of the user, and you need to use a lot of people emotion technique, like emotional, positive or negative, to look into this lah. And all this must work together. So people, business, and technology must work together. And then afterwards, you must go to the brainstorming. So why brainstorming? You must have an open mind, so the people will dare to talk. After that, you have to somehow or other synthesis and put into the prototype, and then you test it. So these are some of the systems that you need to think when you do a design on your website. Wow, already 15 minutes. So let's talk a little bit about what is customer intimacy. When we talk about customer intimacy, we talk about getting it, use it, and fix it. All these are long cycle. We have to look into this when we do a design. Of course, I have some example here, but some short of time I will rush through, so I didn't want to talk so much about this. So this, basically speaking, here we are talking about acquiring. Here we're talking about owning it. Here we're talking about throwing it away. So all this cycle is very, very important when you talk about customer experience. And also there's things like customer journey mapping. So these are modern things people talk every day, so we must know a little bit. So when we buy something, it's not only just buying the thing itself. You have to decide, you will travel, you go to shop, you will pay, and you'll set up. So just imagine if you go out with your family on one Saturday night, and then you come out and you buy a theater, and then you cannot get it working just because of the owner menu is not written properly. Then it failed the whole thing. So these are very important when you do a designing. So let's look a little bit at API. So API, we're talking about just a command, just a protocol whereby a programmer uses to build their software. But in a nutshell, we need to know is that they physically are things that join two programs together. Just imagine if you are the so-called customer in the restaurant. The API is the waiter, and then the cook is the other end. So you need to have to know how the cook. What is more important is that you need to have your food well done and given to you. So the very important person, which is API on both sides, is the waiter. So this is an example. Okay, so let's look at the next concept. Next concept, we talk a little bit about Blocky. So what is Blocky? So Blocky is very popular for school now. They use Blocky. They use M5 Go. I just introduce you a little bit since I have a time. So they use Scratch. So this M5 Go is like this, you know, but maybe I can go to this to show you what is M5 Go. So there's a program inside, right? This kind of program. And then you need to go to this here. And why we're talking about all this, because this is where Thunkable will be using this kind of low code. So talk a little bit about coding, but these are not coding for anybody. This is just a very rough idea of what block is. So the text is here. You can see the Python language here. So you can learn the Python language by just looking and building the text. For example, this one, you have the text here. You can change the color. You can do anything you want. But important thing is that you can couple it with a program. That means you can change the size using writing a program. This is called a block program. This is called a low code block technique. Just a very rough one. And you can change the color. And you can just say hello, you know. So you're writing a program. You're writing a program on Python already. So simple, right? And then when you run it, here you cannot see. You can only see in the unit now. What I don't want to change screen again. Otherwise, I lost my so-called. But I don't know whether you can see this. So this one will change with the program when it change. So that there's a lot of interaction between this one and also this one, and also running the program here. So of course there are many programs that we can run. You know, we can change the program. We can write our program. It's very simply done. Even any schoolboy can do this. Actually, this is a program for a schoolboy, not for the adult. And then we can open the program. Many programs, for example, traffic light or intruder, a sensor. This one is a gadget we can use to build your home. I can weather. So all this can be easily done by a program like this. So of course there is many things to this, but I just give you some idea. If we want to go further, we can develop further into this so-called program. See, program like this is quite easy written. And just now the gadget is a mini computer. When you run, everything will come out at the temp. You can see your temperature, and you can see your infrared. You can see a lot of things here, like this kind of thing, right? But I don't spend so much time here. I'll just give you a little bit video of how this thing works. See, you can use this one to look into the program. Just show you some of the program. You can even use this to create some sound. This one I can show to you because of video. So this is a unit. You can actually change from, and this is a sensor, right? And a lot of information can be taken from here. Once you write a program, it will resurface on here. And inside the program, you can reshuffle with the program to learn something about programming. Why I'm showing you this, because these are concepts we're going to use for Thunkable. But not as complicated as this, but at least you understand the concept of what is called a low-code Blocky concept. Okay, I shall not ask question because according to Mr. Lim, question will be end of the so-called program. So far, it's just talking about Blocky. Okay, and let's go to the lesson plan one more time. So we have the concept of this concept. We have Blocky explained, and then we will come to, now we're still okay. We will come to a little bit of Thunkable. So now let's go to Thunkable. So what is Thunkable? We will do a hand-on on this step by step how to do a program. And we also will do a so-called hand-on program on this working with the Airtable step by step. We also will create a website, right? Website using no code at all. And we also putting this website in Thunkable with a little bit of code. And at last, we look into the so-called API. To cut the time, because it's a very short time, I'm talking about 3 programs. So sometime I will use video, but I explain on the video. Okay, let's look at Thunkable. What is Thunkable? What is Thunkable? You see, anybody can use it. You see, it's so beautiful. It's a program whereby you actually drag and drop on it. And then you can upload program to a video Play Store or Apple Store, and you can use it like a Google Play and things like that. But you have to know how to use it. So there are features like this. There are no code tools. Actually, it's not no code. If you want to have a change of screen, you need to have some code. But we avoid using too much coding. So it's a very interesting tool. And you can use a lot of things. You can record, you can put the camera inside. It's just one click only, everything can be done. So it's a cross-platform. You can put Airtable. Airtable is actually a database. And you can put actually Google site into the Airtable. So in the Google slide, we will do insert the logo, put in a banner, put any page, put a sub page, put a footer, and some kind of image and video easily without have to do anything. But of course, there's a lot of smart way to get it done. So you can see the website will be quite beautiful if you look into it. Just give you some idea of what we are going to build. But before you build, you have to sign up. Later we'll sign up. Right, we'll put a label, button, image, and then we do some screen testing and all this. Okay. So everybody will know how to sign up, right? So let's look at the video how to sign up. I cannot sign up for you now because I already signed up. So it's very simple. You just simply go to, this will be the Thunkable. You go to this website, And then you must be a Google, you must have a Google account. It asks you for the password. It asks you all this. Are you a designer? Well, you can skip or you can put whatever you want to put. You just put you can be a teacher or student. This is just to get access. It's free. It's free, provided you don't make more than 10 websites. And your website must be in the public. You cannot have private, like YouTube. YouTube is a private one. So it's just simple. You just key in, put your name inside. Everybody can do it. And this is your first screen. You look at it, the screen like this, right? And the elements on the left side. And these are property you can put on the right side. There are block too. This just now the block. That's why I'm showing you the block. We are using block on this side also. We can change the page by using the block. Block are basically a Java block. They actually tell the web page what to do. So this is how you sign in. If you are ready, then let's look into how to build a website. But I put a video because it takes a long time to key in step by step. An old man sometimes take a long time to key in. So just give you some idea. Okay. Since this is convenient, I just show you. Also, I jump here and there, right? The Google website, and also the website. Right? When you are creating a website, that's why I'm talking about customer design. When you get a website to your customer, when you put this like that, your customer will say, "Oh, this is not nice. You must use this." So you have to look into the process. So you have to change this to this. This is quite easily to change. Remove the background. Sometimes your user may say, I don't want this one to be on the handphone like this. See, it's very ugly. So you have to change it. So let's look into the key in area. Okay, we're now doing the program now. First, you go to Google. Google Chrome. This is my wife's name. You go to Google Drive. But for Thunkable, we go to Thunkable. This Thunkable, Thunkable, and then you can have your login. After the login, you will be giving a page like this. So let's key in SMS. SMS. We're going to build a website using Thunkable. Thunkable. So this is our website, SNS test one. We create. Very simple, we just create. And we put a create, the page I showed you just now will come out, right? So these are screen on the left side. These are all the components you need to add. You can change color here. You can change background. You can write program here. You can write program here to change the screen. You can add screen here. So let's go to his first. Huh? So the first thing we need to do is that we want to add a label. So what's a label? A label is something that you type on. It's very simple, like a website. You want to put some text inside, you just put a label inside. And label on the right side, you can just change whatever you want. So this label can become your text in the website. So you see, I'm changing here on the right side. I just say this is my website. I just type it. Now we're building a very simple website. 3-page, 3-screen. Of course, there's many things that can be done, very complicated on this side, but we just do a very simple website. We can change the screen name on the right side, changing S1 to home page. Or it become a home page already. You can change the background color of the screen, change the yellow color maybe, or gold color, whatever you want. You can shift the screen. You can screen my website to the left side on the top. So now we are putting in labels. Next, we are trying to put some kind of a button. You can change the color of this button on the right side. Is it blue color here? You can change into about key. That means when you press this button, you go to the next screen, the about. Of course, we can put the about here, another logo, but this is just to show you how a button works. How a button works with coding. Then we put an image. You can put your logo here, you can put your banner here, right? Then how to put in the, just upload your image. So I select it as a durian banner, okay? And then the asset is already uploaded. So on the left side, the asset you have, well, we don't review it. Then we will preview. So your banner already done for you. You can stretch your banner after you re-editing it. So wonderful banner on the left side. So simple, your website already created on the front page. You can add a logo inside also, but for simplicity, we don't know. We add our logo in our Google site. Okay, so now we have a website. We can add a logo here. We have the about button. Now we go to the next screen. We increase the screen now. We add another screen here. Right now it's screen 1. We change it into an about page on the right side. About page, change the color of the about page. Of course, we'll modify the screen, but now just to show you how you can use a button from home to about. So we change the about color. I'll add another screen called the contact form or order form. So we have 3 screens. We can change from left, right on both sides. But we cannot change if we are not writing some simple coding. So we change the color. So now we have 3 pages already. So simply done. We have 3 pages. So putting the image, putting the label, which is the text, putting the button already, we've gone through. So now we may need to do some more action on the driving of a page. Anyway, let's beautify the front page, which is called a home page. So we put in some text now. So we just cut some text from the drive and put inside the label. So this is our front page text. So you stretch it out. So there you are. You can change the font size. You can change the color. But for simplicity and also time constraint, we just leave it. Then we want to add some more picture so they look like the front page. So the same thing, you just go to the picture file, upload the picture file on this side. Go to your drive, take any file you want, just upload it. And it will appear in your asset. And when you review, it will come out. So there you are, you have a banner, you have your text, you have some kind of a descriptive picture. Now come to your image here. We add another image here. So this is a home transparent logo. We preview again. There the home logo is here. So it looks like a home. You can make it smaller. So it's quite nice. You have a home page here. Now let's go to the blog. But before you go to a blog, you must identify your image. So your image is block 3, yeah? Image 3. So you just tell the block. Now we go to the button. When you press button 1, let's go to the home. When you press button, let's go to the about page. So this one is simply very small program. But this program tells you when you press the button, you will go to the about page. So this is a very, very low code. In fact, a small boy can do it. So you press this button, you'll go to the about page. So this is a Java block. Power to drive from one button to another page. Of course, you can put the icon here and also change to another page. But just to show you the button, I put about. About can be on top and also can be in logo form. So let's tidy up about page. Let's put an image there again. This is the about logo. It's an icon. Yeah, so nice. I just put the logo here. Then put some text, some descriptive about yourself, the website, or what are you going to do, who you are. So we go, this is to review your text. And then we come back to the editing part. So we're going to put a video also inside this screen. And on your contact page, we're going to put some contact form using Google Form. So as all programming, this very simple programming also take a lot of time. But it's not programming. This is just key in your requirement only. So just imagine if you're writing a program, it takes a lot of time. So now we are beautifying our about page. Talking about vision, blah, 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 blah. We can change the font size on the right side. We can change the color of font size. We can center it on this side. We put another video. You see, you just click from here, the video. You just click from here to here, the video will be in. So they put a video inside. Yeah, the video inside. So simple. In any website, third-party website, not in the handphone, but in your website. It costs money to put a video on your website. You just put a video here, just click the video inside already. So this is a video, huh? Okay. So we have a video inside here. We have a logo here. We have the banner here. We have the button here. Now we put another return. So we have to return. Because this one we have to return, we must do some local programming again to return this one. So we check and put back this logo again. We have to go home after you come out to this page. So we're going to tell this screen to go back. Of course, there are better ways. You can put a navigator there. We don't need to do this, but this is just to show you. One navigator is very difficult to use because it cannot change. But this one you can change. You can do whatever you want. So this one is just telling you if you press this screen, you go back to home page. Well, you got to write the program also. So press this button, you go back to home page. You see. You press the about button, you go back to this page. Actually, you can page the about us on the home screen. But I just do the about button just to show you. Okay, next one, we're going to put order form. Before that, we must give a logo on this page called order page. So you can order, you can contact, simple one. Of course, you can put another page for shopping, right? But these are very simple, whereby you just give your friend can use it. They can start selling the durian by using your contact form already. They can see how you make the durian, how fresh is the durian. making from your homegrown, things like that. Okay, front page, second page. There the logo come in on your contact page. So we put a form there as image. This is the image for the contact form. You can stretch it out, make it look nicer. So you put a website viewer and you just key in your Google form address, and the Google form will come out. Sorry, too many things you have to search. Just be patient a bit. So this one, if you put the Google so-called Google website here, this Google form will come out. See, because I cannot find the thing, so I just cut off this way. Google form is very easy to find from your Google site. So that's roughly about the 3 so-called website made from Thunkable. So it's so simple, making a website from Thunkable. Sorry, I cannot show you the one because too many things are involved. So just now the one is a video, so it's very difficult for me to show you because I try to cut short the time. So let's look at the actual website itself. See, this is the actual website itself. Not the same, but something like this we have just created. So if you want to download this one into your Android or into your iPhone, you have to publish it. You have to publish from here, or you have to download. After download, they will ask you for the address. So you put the address and then you send. So you wait for about half an hour. They will send this one out to your Gmail. And use a Gmail, you just download, and it becomes a Google Play program for you to use. So it's so simple to create a website like this. This now is a live website. Now just check the preview again one more time. It's not the same, because just now the one is I show you. Now this is the one that we are using. See, same thing, right? You have this one here, you press about page, you come on, right? And then you press home page, you go back. You press this side, you come to here. This was a form you do on here, and you create a form. Just now we cannot get it in because I cannot find a link from the Google. So this is a little bit some idea for you to explore on how to make a simple website. You can, in fact, you can do this one without explanation within 10 minutes if you have everything in order. Okay. So this is how simple, how easy a website can be built and can be useful. Of course, there are many things here. You can put camera, you can put PDF file, just click on it only. You can put video, you can put data input, you can put a lot of things. You can put one web, you can put a Google site by using this one. Web viewer. You just click the web viewer. Then you just put the one on the website on the web viewer. It's good enough. So this is a little bit on the Thunkable website, hand-on. Wow, take too long. That's why I make the video, because to key in, it takes a lot of time. So the Airtable, maybe we have no, but it doesn't matter. Let's talk about Airtable, because it's 8:30 already. Airtable. See, Airtable is actually a database. But the powerfulness of this Airtable run on the customized data field. So this data field, you can change the, not like Excel, you can change this one to type. And you can, for example, you can use this one. These are very simple to do this, but it's very powerful because you can collaborate. People also can change, your wife also can change it to do this because you can share with your wife. When it's completed, you key in, it's updated real time. And your wife or your friend can also see it's updated. But key point is that you have many features you can use. You can use a group, already very powerful. You can group by urgency. The urgency you can put on color. Excel cannot do this. And then you can filter it. Filter it means when completed or not completed. When I click this one, then it will be no more there. So when it completed, it automatically remove from the screen. So there are many features this Airtable can be used. So I just give you some kind of hand-on how you create an Airtable. But for a start, you have to also sign in. Just look at sign in.
How to create the Airtable.
So you just go to this website, just sign up, put your email.
Here you have to put your email, click continue, and key in your email. Here I put student and put in the password and press continue. After which you will ask to show which is the team.
You can skip it, is also can after you.
Skip. Next one is collaboration. Collaboration is important because whatever you put inside here, the person over the other end can manipulate your data. Then you create the page and you come to this screen.
So this is how you sign up. Very easy. So we start with creating the first base. The creating a base is a bit different from Excel. But this one can API with Thunkable, can API with so-called Google site. But maybe not so much time to talk about the API, but let's now create. You also have other view. You have this form view. So this form view is like an access, Microsoft Access. So you got a form view. You also have a Kanban view whereby you put it in cut. You also have gallery view. You also calendar straight away come out, and it's very useful for project management. Okay, let's create a to-do list. If you are still not so tired about hand-on. I put in the video because it's faster that way. Otherwise, I take a long time to find my file. Okay, you can see when you first come in on this part, you can see the asking you for the base. They just change it. Base means database. They change the database name to do this. Just change. Then you change the table. Change the table name. Rename the table name. And then you come to create all the customized field. This is important because this one takes some time to do. It's a bit too fast. So you go to the customized field, then you just change from name, you change to description because you don't want the name. This one is by default. We don't want all this. Only maybe you want to keep the notes on it. So we change this one from this name to description. Important is this one, the type of customized field, because this is very powerful because it give you a lot of feature which Excel cannot give. So description, type safe. Change to description. Okay, that's field number 1. Click insert on the right. Make way for the right. Put one column in between description and notes. Let's call it date. Sorry, my spelling. So you must key in. You must remember. You must see what type of field I'm. This what field is this? What type of field is this? This is very important because the video is quite fast. This video is 7 minutes. Then you put the time. Time you put single line. You put single line. You just want to keep your time. Then you create another one in between times and notes. Insert on the right. See what type of field you are creating. Yeah? So this is called a priority field. Priority field, we can have color for us to distinguish. So we add option. You put urgent as red color. This one Excel cannot give you this one. This one is very powerful and very useful. Put in your handphone. All these are in your handphone. All these can be converted and put into your handphone. Urgent, red color, medium, yellow color. No priority, gray color. This one you create yourself. Let's check the color. Red color, yellow color, orange color, whatever is it, gray color, blue color, okay lah, up to you. So it's clearly shown in your handphone if you just press the button. Then we put the stages of your to-do list, and you leave a checklist for you to click. When completed, you just click. The field will disappear. The whole record will disappear, and then your collaborator, which you give them the right of an editor, can also use. Can also be real-time informer. So this is a checkbox. Then we also put the notes here. Notes, we put a long text. So we have all this here. So it's good enough for us to create a to-do list. So I'm trying to check the checkbox. Checkbox is here. Just click on the checkbox and save it. We delete this one now. We don't need to use this one. Insert one more field. These are long notes. These are checkbox. These are 3 color. These are short text. These are date. Just key in the date. Owner. Okay. If you're not paying money, you cannot have too many owners. So it's good enough for me. Anyway, I only use. This owner is very powerful. We are doing business. You can collaborate with your partner. So just organize a bit. Okay, now we talk about groups. Okay, we will group up by first name is called priority, and then we add on a filter. So group is to rank it by urgency. Filter is when it's completed, we click on, then it will disappear from the field. So it becomes a up-to-date to-do list. These are very simple to-do lists, but you can do more complicated program on this field. So this is a very short video on Airtable making. Okay, next I will look into the Google site. But we're going to build another site using Google. So Google site is very useful because it can collaborate. That means you can share with your friend. Your friend can edit real time with you. I think no website can do this way. And this one is free. You don't even have to pay a cent. Just have a look. This is from Google site. This is on my handphone now. See? Just press click, this thing will go to this. It's quite difficult to show the handphone on here. So we're going to make this website. Okay, we're going to make this website exactly the same. We have a home page. We have the add page, order page. Same like Thunkable. But this is a Google site. And this one can be put inside the Thunkable by using the, I show you the view, the site viewer. So we're going to make this website. Put a logo here, test site, something like this here. And then we go to footer here. Right. About page here, beautiful about page with a video, same thing. Right. Order form. So if you're not too tired, we will build this website. To sign on Google, I show you the live one. Live one is easy to explain, but it's very, very difficult to search your file. So it takes a lot of time. So I feel very bad. That's why I'm making the video. So this is a live one. So first you go to your Google, and then of course you go to the email. You can go to the email, right? This is my wife's email. And from this email site, you can go to your Google Drive. I just show you roughly. Later I show you the full video. So I make so many sites, all this exactly the same. So when you go to Google site, you just press this button, new, and then more, and then boom, Google site appeared free. Everything under the sun is free for you. The question is, if you can use it, it's marvelous. You can do anything with this. And just now I just showed you the 3-page. Okay, so let's go to the proper one. This I just show you on live. How this one. Of course, you can put change your name. You can put the banner here. You can put the so-called folder here. You can change your page here. You can add page here. Add page here. You can duplicate a page, you can add another more page. It's up to you. From the home, you can duplicate. You can also add a sub page in your home. Just key anything. So you have a sub page. It's wonderful. You just press like that, the sub page will come out. Or you can add another so-called duplicate page. You will also can add another page for about. You can shift around. See? So this is a live one, but let's go to the video. Video is faster because my hand is very slow. So let's look at the creation of a video site. Google site, sorry. Okay, you go to the same thing. You go to the Google here. And then my wife name. This is a video. You go to the Google Drive. Go to new. Go to site. It just come out. And the rest up to you to put it in. You can change, put a name here, freshness or whatever is it. You can change the theme color. We can put the site name SM test site 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what? Durian or what? Okay, so you have a logo, you have your site name, you have the description. You can add logo, just add the logo. Very simple, just add the logo, find a logo, same logo like what we use for the Thunkable. Pump, the logo will just come out. We just upload this logo will come out. So beautiful, so nice, all well located, all formatted. You can put in, you can change the color here. This is called a theme. You can change the green color, you can change the red color, just click, 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 click. If you don't like, you can put your own picture. So you put a header picture called a banner. You just put a banner inside here. Right here. Okay. So you have the logo, your site name, you have the description, pop, just like that, right? You got theme, you change the theme. It's so simple, right?
7月31日住院，医生称张展的腿和脚严重肿胀，还在等待医检结果。最后
So now I'm putting a footer inside here. To get a footer, just now I show you, you drive to the bottom and then click the, you can put a logo of footer, you can put anything, but for simplicity, you just put a copyright by Jimmy Ong or what. So there, we put a footer inside, footer. Then we can add some text. Same thing like what we do on the Thunkable to make it like a home page. Text, drag from your computer and just place it in. You can cut the text, change the size of the form, change the type of form, make it look nicer. Now we put a carousel, means a series of image. When you click, it will just change by itself. So it's nice to put a carousel on the website. Now we are putting a carousel. It's so simple, just put inside. And it's free. Most third-party website, you have to pay if you put this thing inside your website. So you put text, you put logo, you put banner, you change themes, all at once. Stretch it out. See 3 dots here, 3 slides here. You just click, the slide will change by itself. Of course, when it's published, now it's not published yet. So this is to show you how a crop text look like. Because the picture may be very big, so you just crop it using Photoshop. So we're cropping all this just to make it small, only this part. So I try left and right, I just cut short it because this video is not edited. This is just to show you how to crop image using Photoshop and put in a text using Photoshop. Just on the way, just show this. So this is how Photoshop is working, cropping, putting the text, exporting, and importing. So I just shortcut. So this is the crop. Export to your asset. Now import it into your website. This is to show you how easy Photoshop can be used to crop, put text. Of course, provided you know how to use it. So we have a crop text here. Text and image. This is a crop one. There. So we don't want all the picture. We only want this part. We also want to put a text inside here. So the best software to use is Photoshop. So I just show you how Photoshop can be done. Okay, next put another page called About Page. Just now I showed you already, About Page. Just now we do a front page, now we do About Page. Pretty the same as what we do for Thunkable. But the website is different. And this one is a laptop full screen. When you import this one to the Thunkable, you can see it in your handphone. Same thing, put the text inside or About Page. Change the font size, change the font type, make it look nicer. So we are putting a video inside. Oh no, this one is the contact form, sorry. So that is wrong, we're putting a video inside. I get the wrong address. This is from one of my server. Of course, you can put a video file inside, same thing. So I embed this one into the page, and this becomes a video. So we add a video inside the page, About Page. Same as what you do for the Thunkable. Then we add another form called the order form. Same thing. But the technique of putting in is different. So we put an image here, and then we link it to the order form. Order form is taken from an application called the tag, T-A-K-E. So this becomes order form. Of course, you have another contact form. You can just key in the Google form. This is a Google form. So when you key in the Google form will just go in. Google Form already designated inside here, Google Form. Yeah, here. So it's very simple. You don't need to go find, it's inside your Google Drive. You just click into Google Form, it come out. This is the name of your website. You publish this is the name of website. And you can share with everybody. And you can also give right, editor right, or the viewer right. Editor right can alter anything and return back to you, and you can send back. So the key differences in this Google site is that you can collaborate. So now you're showing you the published website. You can share. You can share here. You see, not many websites, or I don't think even a website can share like this. You can share with. This is my wife creating this website, sharing with me, and he put me as editor. So I can change everything and return to her. She can change everything and return to me, all real time. So it's free. So this is called a collaboration part. And it's very, very useful in this Google Space. All Google Space have this feature, including this Google site. Google Doc, Google Sheet, all have this feature. That's why they link this feature together easily, free of charge. So my wife now make me an editor. You can make me a viewer also. Here, click here, a viewer. And you can make me a viewer only. If a viewer, I cannot do anything. Normal viewer. You see, so this is a good point on Google site. So we have just made a Google site, so nice, so beautiful, so easily done. Now I just make you believe that my wife sent to me. Now I'm taking this over in my email. Just show it to you. My wife shared with me. Send to me and make me an editor. And tell me, please improve and return. So this thing will be sent to my email. It's my daughter email by my email. I want to send to Roy, but I cannot find his Google Gmail. So forget it. So now go to my email. This is my email. I open out. My wife's email is there. Now I do something. I change. I change this one, this word, just one word, just to prove to you that this thing works. This one, I may change to amount or quantity or whatever is it. And then when I send back to my wife don't have to open. I don't have to send back to my wife. My wife see the website, it's already updated. But this one to show you, it will also go to my wife's email. So there you are. You have a fair bit of how to create a Google website, hand-on. This is your site you created. So beautiful. Of course, you can put a lot of plugin inside. You can also, like the text is a plugin. So you can do a lot of wonderful things. just show you on a live site. This looks like a website we just created. About page. So you can have a plug-in here, you see? Let's go to the preview page. See, wonderful, we just plug in. You can have all this. Just plug into your, like a more detailed order form. You can say, one caddy, how much you want to sell, the order back. So this is another application. You can just plug it in. And it's in this website here. Home page, about page. This is a live one. And contact page. So your home page with logo, home page, huh? With logo, with crop, with footer, about page, with video, order page. We plug in text and feedback. Of course, this one will go to the Google form record. So this is a little bit about Google site. Wow, almost 9 already. Okay, so next I just look into this a little bit about integration. Glide, also got glide, but too many now. Maybe I don't show it. Oh, I require you to sign in. A bit troublesome. So a bit troublesome. So let's look into other thing. Integration. You can integrate this Thunkable with Airtable, but you must know how. You also can put Google site in Thunkable. This is called integration. So let's look into this putting Google site on Thunkable. This one is important. Web viewer. This is important. You put Google site here. this is just to show you, this just, any website you put in is the same. So just now the Google website you put in also the same, but this is my website. Just an example. But if you put the website name there, your website, the Google site will come out here. So you look at it, I show you this, my website, because there's a lot of things you can see if your website is so-called mobile friendly, so-called responsive. So I just showing you my website inside Thunkable. Just simply key in your website name here, and you can get a lot of page and adjust they adjust well for you. See, so nice. Channel New Asia, all in your handphone, very nicely done. You just click here, click there, the thing will just came out. And these are all so-called mobile friendly. You see, all done very well. You got a hamburger button here. Of course, you can write some program to change your website from one corner to the other corner. And press this button, same thing, simple, only one command only. You got another page, you press the button, go back to my website. There is a button you return. Of course, you can make it nicer button, but just for showing. This is the preview. Okay, the note will get stuck inside. Will be on here. So I'm just showing you this. This is a simple program, but this thing is written by MySQL, not Airtable. Airtable can do this one easily. This is not done by Airtable. This is done by normal backend database. But it's quite difficult to do this. For here, just to show here. See, when you key in, immediately the notes will be here. But for Thunkable and Airtable, when you integrate together, they can easily call it over. And it saves a lot of your back-end work. Because Airtable is back-end. Google site and Thunkable is front-end. So far, almost time already. But anyway, let's look at how Airtable. That's why I put it in a video, because you can save a lot of time. Because if I were to do it now, it takes a long time. This one is quite a complicated one. But let's look at how you integrate Airtable with Thunkable. It's also a video. So there are some techniques when you want to integrate these two together. So there are techniques that you have to learn by heart. Where to get the database, where to get the data key. Any API must have a data key, must have API key. Where you get the API key, where you get the database from Airbase, where you got the, how do you integrate into the Thunkable program. So there is some trick here. So you see this video, just for you to explore. So there are only a few steps which you have to do, but you have to be careful. You got to follow step by step. So there are only 3 steps. First, you must get the API key. Then you must get the base ID. Of course, you must also get the table name from Airtable and place it inside Thunkable. That's what I told you, right? So if you want to explore, you can put this one here. Why are you doing this? Because contact form, survey form, key into your Thunkable can online or real-time display in your Airtable as a back end. This kind of a procedure is very difficult for a programmer to write, but you just do it free and easily if you just follow a few steps. Now we are doing front end and back end. So you have to just follow. You go to the database, go to this point, this part, key in on this part, go to your account. These are date one, you have to do it. And then you generate the API key. It's not difficult. Our API key is confidential. Don't let people have it. So now you go inside Thunkable. You must find the location where you put it in. This is an API document. You go to the document, then you get the database key from Airtable. I cover it up now. And then you put it into Thunkable. That is the Thunkable. The API and the database key. Just put inside here. So in this Airtable, you have only three fields only. 1, 2, 3, right? One is a name, one is an email, and one is the comments. So you are asking this, what is your name? What is your email? All this. As long as you key in here, it will be immediately go into the Airtable. Once your API key is locked. So let's look a little bit more detail about how this survey form or how this feedback form integrate with the Airtable. This one is for Thunkable. So you just key in the name. Remember the button, you have to write a program on this button. Just now is the about button, now is the submit button. That's why now you go to the Airtable, just now you key in, then inside the Airtable already. From here, front end to back end. Of course, you have to write a little bit of program, maybe program a bit more difficult. So you have to write some program to drive this using block. That one is called a low code. So without a low code, this thing will not work. So low code is another concept already. So far, the code, I think I have no time, maybe next time, about the API code. API code from this one to this one. I don't have this code here. So you need some low code to drive this integration, not like so-called Google site. This one you need some code. So far, I think 9:20 already. So I think I stop here. So far, any question? Hello? I reserve 10 minutes for question. I still have something to show, but no.